Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition.
Today, we are analyzing a content creation system detailed in a LinkedIn article by Casey Dean. It was published on February 16, 2026, and is titled, "My Content Never Gets Published on Time, so I Built a System to Fix That." We'll begin by examining the core problem that many creators encounter. Then we'll walk through Dean's 5-part solution, which starts with building a foundational pipeline before layering in the strategic use of AI. It all culminates in a clear, actionable plan you can use.
So let's dive right into the central challenge. For most content creators, the issue is not a lack of ideas. Far from it. The real problem is a breakdown in process, a failure of the system that's supposed to turn those ideas into published work.
Dean articulates this common frustration quite well with this quote. I think many of us can relate. You have this huge potential, this wellspring of ideas, but the actual output is zero. It's this gap, this chasm between ideation and execution, that Dean's system is specifically designed to solve.
As Dean identifies, the real issue isn't some mysterious creative block. It's much more mundane. It's logistical overhead. Think about all the mental energy that gets consumed by organizing topics, trying to remember the specific rules for each platform, maintaining a consistent voice, and just tracking what you've already talked about. All of that logistical work depletes the very resources you need for the actual writing.
So, how do we begin to solve this? What's really crucial to understand about Dean's system is that the solution doesn't start with complex technology. It begins with deliberate, almost surprisingly simple, foundational organization.
At the very heart of this pipeline is the content calendar. And it's important to note, this is not a complex piece of software. It's a simple spreadsheet, a CSV file. Its primary function is to serve as the system's central hub, a single source of truth for tracking every single idea from the moment it's conceived to its final published state. And here you can see the basic structure of that calendar. Each column serves a very specific organizational purpose. You have the topic idea, the platform it's for, the type of post, some context, and a simple completion marker. This structure is what imposes order on what can otherwise be a very chaotic process. Now, supporting that calendar are a few key reference documents. These establish what we can call productive constraints. A brand voice file defines your tone and style. Content pillars outline your core subjects, and structural rules provide a consistent framework for every post. According to Dean, these constraints don't stifle creativity, they actually channel it, making the writing process much easier by removing unnecessary decisions along the way.
So, with this non-AI foundation firmly in place, we can now turn to how artificial intelligence is layered on top. Its role is not to replace the system, but to augment it.
This introduces a really fundamental shift in the creative workflow. The old process, the one we all know, involves staring at a blank cursor and trying to create something from nothing. The new way, the AI-assisted way, shifts your role from creator to editor. You are reacting to and refining AI-generated drafts, which is a much less intimidating task.
And Dean is very clear on this point. The AI's role is strictly that of an assistant, not an author. It can handle the organizational heavy lifting and provide initial drafts, but the final voice, the opinions, and the unique personal experiences, that remains the exclusive domain of the human creator. A key component in this system is a specialized tool Dean calls the humanizer. You can think of it as a custom instruction file or a skill that acts as a quality control mechanism. Its specific job is to identify and remove the common, telltale patterns of AI-generated text.
So here are a few tangible examples of what that humanizer is looking for. It flags the overuse of certain adjectives, like crucial or pivotal. It identifies artificial structures, like forcing every concept into a list of 3. And it catches vague, uncited phrases like experts believe. In essence, it's a filter for authenticity, which is rapidly becoming a key differentiator in a world saturated with AI content. And this brings us to the core philosophy of the entire system. This is about more than just a set of tools. It's a strategic principle for working with AI. This quote from Dean presents the central thesis perfectly. When you use AI for any kind of content creation, there is a fundamental choice you have to make, a trade-off between pure efficiency and genuine authenticity, or soul. This illustrates the two paths that emerge from that trade-off. The tempting approach, of course, is to automate the writing itself. It's fast, it's efficient, but it often results in soulless content. Dean advocates for a better approach. Automate everything around the writing.
Automate the calendar management, the research, the formatting. This frees up your human energy for the one part that truly matters, developing and expressing a unique perspective.
So finally, let's distill this entire system down into a clear, actionable blueprint that you can begin to implement right away.
Dean proposes a simple 3-step approach to get started. First, just start the content calendar. Don't overthink it. Second, create a document that honestly defines your unique voice. Third, introduce automation gradually. Add small commands and skills over time. The goal is to build the system incrementally, not to implement some massive, complex thing all at once.
This brings us to a final, reflective question for you to consider. Applying these principles, where is the greatest point of friction in your own creative process? Is it ideation? Is it organization? Or is it the act of writing itself? Identifying that bottleneck is the first step.
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, please consider using the QR code at the beginning or end of this video to buy us a coffee. We recommend that you subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel, and please like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.